What are you doing here at a time like this? Well, I wouldn't say the cemetery is the most popular place for someone to be this time of night. Interesting. Just wanted to escape life. It's poetic in a way. It is. Cemetery is a great place to escape life. But why are you trying to escape life? At this time, a lot of people are out gallivanting and partying. Halloween is the season for partying. Why aren't you out with your friends? Oh, you don't have any friends. Join the club. Well, somebody like me doesn't exactly make friends. Why am I in the cemetery? It's a fair question. I too am trying to escape the living for a short while. I tend to stick to the shadows. Nighttime is more my thing. Yeah, you too? Very interesting. So what happened? Well, I can see it in your eyes. You're troubled, stressed, anxious, a little bit scared, but not like the people I usually see around here. I'm very sorry. I am. In my lifetime, some slight humor in that, don't worry about it. I've seen tragedy. I've seen horror, sadness. I've also seen a lot of joy. I've also taken a lot of joy. That line there usually startles people slightly. It seems to intrigue you more. I like that. So what is it that you do? Oh, that's a pretty interesting line of work. Don't like to interact with people. I was the same at one point. So, why this cemetery? This one doesn't need a particular reason. Curious, so. Yes. Are you okay? No, you can tell me. You seem to trust me. I just have one of those faces, I guess. I see. I was in very similar shoes as you. Well, when I was your age. I may not look as old as I am. How old am I? I've lost count, track. How old am I? Does I lost track count? Yeah. I know one doesn't usually forget their age, but when you've lived as long as I have, you start to lose count. No. I know what you're going through. Better than you think. Yeah. I know. I know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to deal with. It takes a toll on your mortality. What if I told you, hypothetically, what if I told you you didn't have to do that anymore? You didn't have to feel the depression. You didn't have to feel those anxieties, those restless nights. You stare awake at your wall. Those restless nights where you stare awake at your wall, wondering why you. Why does the whole world fall apart around you? Why does it seem like the universe is giving others a helping hand and slapping yours? See it in your eyes. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I know. Like I said, I was there before too. Except I wasn't given much of a choice. But I'd like to give you something. Because I sympathize. I'm gonna show you something. Don't freak out. I didn't think you would. Okay. You know, those stories you hear about vampires, or we've been called kindred in some parts of the world. Some of them are true. Yeah. Well, we do feed on blood, but we dare not drain a person unless you have the intent to kill. Think of it as like a vampire moral compass, if you will. Already, I'm quite surprised at how you're not freaked out. By this time, usually someone's running away, calling for help. But I knew you would find it more interesting. Yes. Are you familiar with vampires? Wonderful. You seem like the type that would like them. Tell me, what is your favorite vampire movie? Oh, yes, I've seen it many times. I always find vampire movies very interesting. It's like when a human watches a movie depicting humanity. Vampires like to watch vampire movies to see how humans view us. Sometimes it's sinister, dark. Sometimes it's sexy. Sometimes it's comedic. But one thing I always found interesting was the human intrigue for vampires. Most think we're just stories. Stories passed down through generations. Which is true. We are. We are stories. But we're stories that are very, very real. They had to come from somewhere, right? Now, I'd like to make you an offer. It's been a long time since I've sired somebody. The last person I sired thought it would be a grand idea to fight me. They thought I was too old school for them. Ignorance. But they didn't have that same spark that you have. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. You're tired of the living. you'd be much more suited for the living dead. Oh, I'm joking. In a way, technically I am dead. I'm also quite alive. So, I guess I am the living dead. How would you like to experience immortality? You wouldn't have to worry anymore. The only worry that you would have is when your next meal is and what you can do between now and then. Also, sunlight. Not the best thing. That part's true. But you'll feel so much better. Does it hurt? No. In fact, a vampire's bite is said to be exquisite. Yes. Some would use the word ecstasy, but it's been so long since I was sired. I really don't remember. But that's what I hear. So tell me, are you ready to leave your life behind and start anew, where you don't need sleepless nights, you don't need sleep, you just get to enjoy everything, free from the shackles of mortality? Sounds quite enticing, doesn't it? How does it work? Well, first, I have to feed on you. I have to get you to the point of near death. Just before you can't hold on anymore, you'll need to drink some of my blood. Then the transformation will start. You'll rest, and when you awake, your true, real, everlasting life will start. I figured you would. As soon as I smelt you, yes, you will have enhanced senses. I knew you'd accept my offer. That spark in your eye only put my thoughts into concrete of what you're all about. Now, are you ready? Well, I'll All this talking has made me quite thirsty. I just need you to do one thing for me, okay? Don't die on me. Clear? Okay. You feel the life draining from you. Don't worry. Soon you won't feel any pain. Enjoy this while it lasts. What did you expect? Things tend to get a little bloody when blood's involved. Gonna take a little bit from the other side. Stay with me now. Don't want you leaving us too soon. Stay alive as long as you can. Don't worry. I'll feel it in your pulse. Your pulse is slowing down dramatically. Your life is slipping away. Well, your human life. Yes. Things got a tad messy. But soon you'll enjoy this. Now, I need you to drink from me. I'll make a small incision on my wrist, and I'll need you to drink from that. Do you understand? Don't die. Drink. Yes. Okay. Don't want to overdo it just yet. You'll have your first meal very soon. Now, sleep. Sleep. And when you awake, I'll be here. I'll train you on how to be vampire, kindred, whatever you want to call yourself. Yes. Sleep well. I hear. And remember, the dreams are quite interesting. Good night, and I'll see